Hey YouTube, this is the Robinhood Investor. Hope you had a great week of trading. As always, I really appreciate your support. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to learn more about investing, subscribe to this channel. Today I'm going to review a $5,000 portfolio that was submitted to me. If you're interested in having your portfolio featured on my channel, send me screenshots or videos of your portfolio on Instagram at Robinhood Investor or email them to me at robinhoodinvestor2@gmail.com. The portfolio I'm reviewing today is from a 21-year-old in the military and started investing 4 months ago. He plans to add $75 to the portfolio every week. That's very good to start at an early age and add to the portfolio consistently to let the compound interest work for you. So going to the portfolio. First stock is Ladder Capital. This is a holding company which engages in the provision of commercial real estate financial services. He has $339 of this stock, which makes up 6.26% of the portfolio. And the dividend yield is pretty solid with 8%. Past 5-year performance is down 5.03%. Next is AG&C Investment, which operates as a real estate investment trust. He has $460, which makes up 8.51% of his portfolio. And this has a solid 12.3% dividend yield. Past 5 years, down 32.92%. Next is Independence Realty Trust, which is a real estate investment trust. This makes up 10.14% of his portfolio of an equity $548. And this has a dividend yield. I think Robinhood is incorrect because another website I checked says it's 5.17% dividend yield. Next is actually 5% past 5-year performance, up 39.2%. Next is L Brands, which is in retail business, focusing on apparel and personal care. This makes up 6.65% of his portfolio, which is an equity of $359. The dividend yield, it says 8.8 right here, but another website I checked says 0.49%. I'm not really a big fan of retail, just especially specialized retail like apparel, just because in good times they may do well, but in bad times they do really bad. And even in good times, the past 5 years, it hasn't been doing well. It's down 69.36%. Next is Nabors Industries. This operates drilling solutions and rig technologies, which makes up 6.21% of his portfolio. That's an equity of $336. This has a dividend yield of 1.74% and past 5 years down 90.9%. So first couple stocks seems like they're trending downwards, but in terms of dividend yield, overall relatively solid just because they're in real estate investment trusts or REITs. Next is Silicon Motion, which develops and manufactures semiconductors and electronics. This is one of his largest holdings in the portfolio at 19.27%. That's a value of $1,042. I personally wouldn't hold such a big position in a single stock. Personally, for me, I would not hold more than 5% in one specific stock. But in terms of past 5-year performance, up 20.21% and has a dividend yield of 3.5. Next is Brookfield Renewable, which manages a portfolio of renewable power generating facilities. This makes up 4.16% of his portfolio and with a value of $224. The dividend yield is 5.63%. Next is New Residential Investment, which is another REIT or real estate investment trust. This makes up 16.42% of his portfolio which is the second largest holding. That's a value of $888. And this has a dividend yield of, it says 14 here, but the other website I checked was 13. So it's a very high dividend yield. Past 5 years, up 19.16%. So the thing about real estate investment trusts is that their capital appreciation doesn't increase too much, but there's a very solid dividend yield. Plug Power, which provides alternative energy technology focusing on hydrogen and fuel cell systems. This makes up 2.15% out of the portfolio at a value of $116. This does not have any dividend yields, and this is down 49.63% past 5 years. Medical Properties Trust is a real estate investment trust focusing on healthcare facilities. This makes up 2.47% of the portfolio at a value of $133, and the dividend yield is 6, which is really solid. But in terms of capital appreciation, it's up 32.9% past 5 years. Next is Brookfield Property, which is a global commercial property company. This makes up 7.24% of the portfolio at a value of $391. Dividend yield is 6.57%. Last but not least is 3M, which is a position I hold as well, which manufactures industrial, safety, and consumer products. This makes up 6.13% of his portfolio, which is a value of $331. Past 5 years, it's been trending downwards since January 2018. Past 5 years is up 18.72%. And dividend yield says 2.8 in Robinhood app. So that's a total value of $5,174 in his Robinhood portfolio. Overall, the stocks are mostly in REITs or real estate investment trusts. That's almost 50%. I think most of the positions, in terms of his strategy, it doesn't seem like he's looking for capital appreciation or growth. It's more of consistent income in dividends, which is also a very interesting strategy. But in terms of, since he mentioned he's a 21-year-old, I think he should diversify into more growth stocks or growth dividend stocks, just because with such a long time horizon in investing, especially at such a young age, just have a more solid balance between growth and value rather than just pure value plays. That's all for this video. I'm looking forward to seeing what's in your portfolio. Remember to use my referral links below, and both of us get $20 for using personal capital or a free stock for using Robinhood. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to learn about investing, subscribe to this channel. See you in the next video.